My name is Matt McGorry. I'm an actor and an activist. I'm here at Senator Dianne Feinstein's office today, demanding that there be no budget bill without a Clean Dream Act in it. And I'm out here with a bunch of folks, a bunch of undocumented folks, and people who have benefited from DACA and allies, and we're drawing a hard line in the sand and saying that she needs to make sure that a clean dream bill is a part of any budget plan. Far be it from me to say how they're feeling, but as someone who's watching these things happen and watching this country and its resurgence into white supremacy, and I don't even mean just necessarily Nazis and the Klan, but the white supremacy that is embedded in the country, that is embedded in the privatization of prisons, of deportation centers, which are prisons. There has to be a fight back, and I'm seeing this happen, and I'm seeing this happen in my name, in the name of whiteness. The Democrats have been acquiescing to the current administration, but also to the broader aspects of the Democratic Party not being strong enough on being pro-immigration, pro-rights for people of color in this country, for education, for minimum wage, and we saw what happened when someone played on those fears and that hate mongering. So we really need to, the Democrats really need to draw a line and to understand that the people want something, and the people need to get it.
So you think the centrist model for the Democratic Party has failed?
I agree, absolutely, and I think that's why we saw Bernie get as far as he did. Who knows what would have happened without sabotage from the Democratic Party. But I think what we need to see is there are people out there, these folks who feel disenfranchised, who did vote for Trump, that are not necessarily wrong about being disenfranchised. They're wrong about who they're pointing the finger to when they think it's immigrants and people of color. But the system needs to be changed, and this model of unabashed capitalism cannot continue to stand if people are going to feel that the country actually cares for them. When we think about history and we think about the civil rights movement, and most of us imagine that we would have been out there and fighting with these activists, I think the time to really find out if we would have done that is now. And we can't wait for it to be normalized further, because every step of normalization leads to a dehumanization that leads to the ability to create more violence against marginalized communities. So we need to take a stand, and we need to do it now. Many people look at, Occupy Wall Street as a failure, right? Occupy Wall Street paved the way for the conversation about the 99% and the 1%, right? That allowed Bernie to get as far as he did, right? And then many people view Bernie as a failure because he was not elected. But Bernie was able to change the consciousness of this country and talk about modes of economics and of redistribution that were previously unthought of in most parts of this country, right? So we have to continue to build on that idea of expansive change and understand that it doesn't happen in this way that we're taught that things happen in this culture, which is you take a pill and this happens. It's a long, hard fight, but there's a spiritual salvation in it, and being a bystander and the trauma from being a bystander in that, it's something that we're going to regret for a long time if we don't take a stand now.